God damn. This was retarded to get set up, bruh. It was so dumb. It was fucked up. But we did it. I need to figure this out. Me and Chance, I got something in my teeth. I was eating a burrito right before this. Me and Chance need to fucking get a webcam for this shit. Like ASAP Rocky. I'm gonna start looking actually when I'm done with this, because there's no reason not to. I better know what the hell I'm getting and then just get it. Cause I just been putting it off. I don't know why I don't just do it. But feels like it's been an eternity since we've last talked. Come on, whoa. We can't say that. I'm just kidding. It's only been 6 days. Well, I made a podcast, put it on Twitter, so if you didn't watch that, it's your fault, not mine. I'm just kidding. The last one I posted up here was 6 days ago. The ones on Twitter, they're doing pretty good. I'd go watch them if I were you. Pretty good stuff, pretty good. But what I kind of wanted to talk about today, we got my laboratory set up here. Got a nice chair and got some nice posters back there. And I took kind of allegedly, took kind of a mushroom sandwich of sorts. Somebody had told me this, I should say. Somebody told me this, and I'm gonna relay it to you guys. All right, wink, wink. Alleged. So this said person, had done a mushroom sandwich. Basically a microdose, and then big dose, and then a little dose. So you're kind of like just feeling good, and then the next day, goddamn, I gave myself away. Oh well. So it's kind of crazy, because I've never had such a dose before. Even when I did a retarded amount when I was a kid, this time I didn't do very much. I drank some orange juice. I was like, okay, just a little bit of a stronger experience than a microdose. Fuck no, bro. It took me to another dimension, and I was tweaking. I was so scared, bro. I thought I was losing my goddamn mind. I thought I was dying. But that, if you've looked into them like I have, there's a lot of science behind all this shit. I got this lamp and I never use it, so I'm like, why ain't I putting it in the background of the podcast? God damn it. But if you've done the research like I have, then that's kind of what they're intended for. It's just I've never really had that experience before. Maybe because I didn't know all the information, because they use what's in your head. You gotta have a lot in here. They're not a toy. It's not a fun game. It's never a fun game. It's terrifying, and it's supposed to be, because you think you're gonna die. And this is what the Greeks used them for. I got a book over there called The Immortality Key. Books over there called Ancient Fingerprints of the Gods. They have proof in there from ancient history. There's a lot of fucking proof and a lot of evidence supporting that. A lot of psychedelics were used in our past history. It's just they don't want it to come out because they're very effective if used correctly. They don't want people to know that. Because when I did go off into that other dimension, that's the only way I can explain it is just another dimension. And if you've never tried it, it won't make sense. But quantum physics proves it. There's other dimensions of being. I mean, you could prove it with science now. So it's not that far-fetched to say that our consciousness, if it can exist in 3 dimensions, how would it not be able to exist in other dimensions? Just because what? Tell me. We don't know, because we don't know shit about consciousness. We don't know shit about the way these substances and chemicals interact with consciousness. We don't even know we know how caffeine affects the brain. Yeah, it gives us dopamine and makes us feel better, but how the fuck does it fuck with the consciousness? And is it just like a valve? Like, you turn the valve, and if this chemical pours in, and then your consciousness changes? Like, is that consciousness always there? It's just you can't reach it? Like, what is that? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying to quit nicotine. And I've been on nicotine since I was probably 13, man. It's really hard to quit this shit. And I've tried before. It's just your brain tricks you. It's kind of similar to this shit. It's like a different mode of consciousness because it's just opposite. Because on that shit, you're happy, you feel good. Because it's like serotonin. It's like you're taking serotonin. It's the feel-good chemical. Fits perfectly into the receptor. SSRIs don't even do that shit, boy. SSRIs don't do that shit. They're just making weird chemicals in the lab, calling it a goddamn day. And then they're like, oh, you go take that shit. I ain't taking that shit. I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what it is? Probably not, because you're just the doctor. You didn't make it. That's the thing. The pharmaceutical companies make it. Yeah, modern medicine is a miracle, but yeah, people are also trying to profit off shit. And that's just it's just the truth, unfortunately. There's a lot of drugs, like pharmaceutical medicines you can get in other countries. Not Mexico. Mexico, they're usually selling fake shit. So don't go down there for shit. But if you go to like European countries with their not just free healthcare, but their medicine's cheaper, which kind of makes sense. Because if it was more expensive, then the insurance companies would have to pay more. So maybe that's the way to get our medical system right. Holy shit. We have to vote for free healthcare. Because if we get free healthcare with taxes, because we don't have to pay anymore, just allocate some of the money we're paying in taxes now to it. We pay a lot in taxes, a retarded amount in taxes. And they're always taking more for more shit that they don't even use it for. So why the hell can't we allocate some of that money for free healthcare? Then the insurance companies, which are also from the government, because if you don't have insurance and shit, then you're going to get arrested, like car insurance. So then they would have to lower the prices and shit, right? Or they would probably want that shit lower because they don't want to have to pay so much money. And then the insurance companies would probably that's probably how it should be. The insurance companies putting pressure on the pharmaceutical industry to be like, hey, bro, this is an outrageous price, because the insurance companies probably have a better fight than we do, because the average everyday American, we're just trying to get by. We're working class. We're working every day just trying to support ourselves. The insurance companies, they're their own thing already. They have all the fucking lawyers. They have all this shit ready to go. They should be fighting for these pharmaceutical industries to bring these prices down. And then that eliminates money, I hope. Because hopefully they don't try to like put fake shit in them. Oh my God. Such a complicated issue. That's the problem. But I guess we'll get back to the main point. When I was on the big dose and I thought I was dying, all that was going through my head was, I love everybody. I love this person, my dad, Thomas, my sister, this guy, this. I just started naming off the people I love in my head. I'm like, what really matters here? They matter. Being able to see them matters. Being alive matters. Just makes you realize what's actually important. That's why they're being studied in every major college right now. Because they help with PTSD, OCD, anxiety, depression, end-of-life distress, trauma, addiction. Name one thing that helps with all those. That's insane. This is like a miracle. And they fucking don't let it happen. Because it's fucking stupid. Because the anti-war movement, they always want to go to war. This shit, you don't want to fucking go to war. You're like, why the fuck are we going to war? That's stupid. And where's all this money going? They don't like free thinkers. They don't like people to think for themselves. They want societal robots that just mindlessly walk around, don't ask questions, just keep your head down. You go to work, you come home, you raise your family in the system we made, and that's what they fucking want. But then if you go and ask her, why is this thing like this? It kind of seems like it'd be better this way, wouldn't it? Because it's kind of hurting people. They're like, nah, stop, dude, stop talking. It's not cool, bruh. You can't break our fucking secrets and shit. And then you're like, what the hell, bro? It's not just the pharmaceutical industry. We've talked about this many times. It's the military-industrial complex. Like, I blanked out for a second, I'm sorry. Because I was starting to wonder whether this might get banned or not. So I guess we'll just find out. I'm going to post it. Because we're just going to move on. Military-industrial complex. The people going to war for money. Bro, I'm seeing on Twitter, and I don't know how accurate it is, obviously, because it's Twitter, but I'm seeing Iran wants to go to war. I'm seeing China wants to go to war. I'm seeing Russia wants to go to war, and they all want to team up. Well, they don't want to go to war, but they say if we do some shit, then they're all going to team up and try to take us out. We got us, NATO, and some other countries, I believe. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. Because I'm kind of getting a little worried. I have to watch little Joe Rogan and see what he thinks about it. Not that I'm going to adopt the way he thinks, but he usually lays it out in a better way that your brain can just process it like, that is interesting. And then you start thinking about it and you're like, that is interesting. My feet smell terrible right now. Like god awful. It is insane how bad they smell. I don't know why I said that. I just felt the need because they just smell that goddamn bad. But yeah, and then I started realizing that it'd be pretty ironic if I went out that way, because it kind of started me to get to do this shit and be able to formulate my thoughts the way I do. Because before, my mind was just kind of a jumbled mess. And nothing made sense in there. I was on so many pills as a kid that, like, that shit, none of it, it all was just like, what? When people told me shit, I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't believe a word you say. Maybe it's like trauma or something now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe I could hear, I just chose not to listen. That's probably the more likely possibility. That's interesting. What else happened? Oh yeah, I gotta serve 2 days in jail on next weekend. So, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I don't want to, but it's gonna suck. It's gonna fucking suck. It's not meant to be a special thing. It's not supposed to be a fun thing, obviously, but I'm gonna make the most out of it. I'm gonna try to learn some shit and try to grow in there. Try not to deteriorate, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to take extensive care of my brain and body in there for me not to lose it. Not like fight, lose it, but I'll be like, I'm going crazy in there because there'll be nothing to do. Hopefully there's like a TV or something. I don't know what the hell they keep in there, man. I don't want to do it, but got to. Gotta do it, unfortunately. I'll take all my jewelry and shit off before I go, because they made me take it off last time. It's pretty degrading going in there, to be honest. They strip you of everything, and then you just get a number or a last name, and you're like, God damn, bruh. I don't even exist in here anymore. And it kind of sucks. I mean, it sucks. It doesn't kind of suck. It just sucks. Our prison industrial complex is another fucking problem. It doesn't reform anybody. Yeah, sitting in a cell and thinking for a couple days could help somebody like me. Somebody who's not educated in the way of thinking. Like, I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm just saying that I want to think. I want to think about things. And I'm not scared to go and think about my past and You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get caught up on the feelings and the emotional aspect of thinking. So they don't go very far into their brain. But I like to go all the way in. I like to dive right in and see what the fuck's going on in there and just sit for a while. And plus, I give myself knowledge and information and experiences from other people and myself to be able to think in a way that benefits me. Think about things that might help me one day. And so I would probably benefit from sitting for 2 days and thinking about things, right? But somebody who just went through basic high school education and been fucking scrolling TikTok their whole life, they're probably not going to be able to think in a rational way about anything. Or they might have a good time in there, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that go in there and have a good time. Or they go in there and they keep like reoffending, making the same mistake over and over and over again. And if you really want somebody to learn, you have to reform them, you know what I'm saying? And that takes probably some psychologists, probably some therapists, probably a lot of shit, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Because the human mind's a crazy thing. It's a really crazy thing. I was listening to this guy today, the financial audit guy, and he was talking about how he thinks that, I mean, he was kind of spot on, because he's like, we're just our minds, basically, and this body's just a vessel to carry it around. That's why the mind's the only thing that matters. But that's not really true, because the body's still carrying the mind around. If you want to be able to do as much as possible, you need to get your body into a condition where it can do anything. If you need to pull yourself up a rock mountain, you do it. If you need to run, you do it. You know what I'm saying? I think Chance and I are about to go to the gym when he gets home. Pretty stoked about it. Matter of fact, put the old watch on. I forgot it today. Boom. Monday, April 15th today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good day. It's a Monday. I think I said that already, but I just realized it's a Monday. I don't know why. Probably because I worked on Saturday. I don't feel like I get a weekend anymore. But I think it's going to start slowing down. Why does it look like that? I don't know what I'm doing. I got this poster at Spencer's, and I got this poster at Walmart, and I got that poster at Walmart, and I got this poster at Walmart, and I got that banister online, and I got that poster at Spencer's, and I got that somewhere. I don't remember where I got that. Probably online, and I got that from my grandma. You can't see them. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I came here to talk about. That's all I really wanted to say. It's a wild experience, and then had a good day with my nieces and nephew and my sister. We went to the park and got some food. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Spending time, that's what I realized then, is just your family. Family's the only thing that really matters. Family and ones you hold close, because Chance was there with me. I love that motherfucker. And he's a really good dude. He's a good dude. Keeps me on my level-headed. He's a pretty fucking smart guy. He knows when not to overindulge and go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still trying to navigate those waters, because as a kid I was just going real hard. Why did I say it like that? Real hard. And then now I'm trying to navigate to where it's a balance, where I'm not going too hard, but also, you know, just in the case of drinking, have a few drinks every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be 21. I am 21, I should say. I'm not going to incriminate myself. Fuck you. God damn it. You're going to get me in trouble. Fucking whoever's listening. Look at this cool lamp, man. I don't even know where I got it, but it's dope. take me to your nature. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. What else did I listen to today? I listened to a Theo podcast. Listen to the rest of Neil Brennan. Neil Brennan did ayahuasca, which was pretty cool. Helped with his depression. He was battling depression his whole life, and he's finally happy. That's what I'm saying. This shit works. That's why they don't want it. They don't want it. Shit that works, man. Why wouldn't they fucking let us have it? Not just that, it works if it's done correctly. You give it out to the wide population like it's been done, not everybody's not gonna... Most people don't know how to use it. I don't think I used it correctly until recently. I don't think I used it correctly till last time. You're constantly learning. That's the thing. This is an intelligent species. Mushrooms have colonized the planet way before we did. And I'm not saying this isn't even a psychedelic mushroom, but there's 1%, I think Paul Stamets said, hey Siri, bitch, answer me. Hey Siri, what percentage of mushrooms are psychedelic? They don't fucking know what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure Paul Stamets said 1% of mushrooms are psychedelic. So the other 99% are either edible, really good for you, and they're just food, or they can heal you. Wait. Yeah, because some take down inflammation and stuff, which is pretty crazy. And then some can kill you. There's a lot of different kinds of mushrooms, and they're decomposers. They live underneath our feet. They're crazy fucking species. They're not plants either. Fungi are more closely related to mammals like us than they are fucking plants. How crazy is that? It's like a fucking another life form. And they live underground. So the mycelium is the real mushroom. The thing that comes out of the ground, that is just the body. It's like us. We just have the body, but you can't see my brain or my soul, right? That's kind of how the mushrooms are. They're just deep in the ground. Under each footstep you take in the forest is 8 miles of mushroom. That's insane. Or not mushroom, but mycelium. Mycelium's like stringy, and it's like a stringy substance, basically. It's like cobwebs underneath the ground, and it connects... I'm a fucking nerd out on this. I like talking about this shit. It connects all the plants together. It's insane. It's like an ecosystem connection, and it transports nutrients. And like if a tree's deficient on nutrients, then it transports more nutrients up to that tree. And then I had a thought. Also, mother trees know which ones are their saplings. It's pretty insane. And it's all connected by the mycelium underneath the ground. And mushrooms are just wild, bro, because they can survive extreme heat, extreme cold, and the vacuum of space. That's insane. Their spores are like everywhere, basically. It's crazy as fuck. It's a crazy species. I'm itching. I'm sorry. But, yeah. It's a crazy fucking species, bro. And they're underneath the ocean. They're, like, growing on lava. They fucking survive everything. That means they survive pressure. Because if they can go that deep, bro, that's insane. That's insane. If they can go all the way underneath the ocean dirt, that's crazy. I just thought about that because that's so much pressure. So not only can they survive in a vacuum, they can survive immense pressure. That's pretty wild. That's pretty insane. I wonder if it connects the ocean flora to the ground flora. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it has to. Because if it connects every plant together, that's probably why it's weaved its way through everything. Because it's pollinated the whole planet already. Even under the ocean, man. We haven't even done that. We've explored more space than we have our own ocean. Can you believe that shit? We can't, but we could build a fucking like metal tube that shoots fucking fire out the back and sends us into our fucking own atmosphere and bring us back. But we can't fucking build a machine that withstands pressure of the ocean to be able to get down there and see what the hell's going on. Because there's a lot of fucking rumors, a lot of animals. There's a lot of crazy shit down in the ocean, man. It's scary in there. It's a crazy fucking ocean. I would never go out there, I don't think. Well, I take that back. I'll probably go on the ocean, but I want to go on a big boat. I feel like that would make me feel more protected for some reason. I don't know why. Because there's a lot of big animals out there. I want to be on a big boat so I can't see anything that's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see any of that shit. Well, I do. That's the thing. I do, but I don't want to be close to the water. I want to see dolphins and orcas and whales and shit. But it's like, goddamn, you gotta be so close to the water. And then it's like, sharks, other shit. There's a lot of scary animals in there. A lot of shit that can fuck you up. Jellyfish, pufferfish. Hey Siri, is pufferfish a freshwater creature or a saltwater creature? Most pufferfish species live in marine or blackfish waters, but some... Hey! I was reading that. Siri's a dick, bro. She's been a dick lately. I go to ask her to turn my music on or skip something or play my fucking podcast and she doesn't even answer. She's rude as hell. She's like... I'm like, Siri! 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 She's still listening. She was still listening. She took it all in and sent it to the government. I'm just joshing around. I'm just talking. I don't know what to talk about. That's why I'm just talking. Sometimes it's good to just sit and talk about a bunch of random shit. Thought about how much I love my dad this weekend. Felt long as hell. They make time not exist because time doesn't exist. We believe in time because in our rhythm of time is based off of our society and our way of keeping track of it. Because if I've used this example many times, but if there's an eagle and a dog and humans don't exist, they're not going to ask each other what time it is. They're going to know the sun's up and the sun's down, and that's how we used to fucking keep track of time. But then we created digital or analog clocks that keep track of the entire 24 days or 24-hour cycle. And that's how we started keeping track of time by minutes and hours rather than by days. Holy shit. I never said that out loud. That makes a lot of sense. That's probably why we went on like day-long voyages. Because we're just like, there's no sense in keeping track of hours because I don't know how many hours it's been. So we're just going to go by days. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. So it must have felt quick as fuck back then. It's like, 1 day's pass. 2 days pass. 3 days pass. That's crazy. You have to be so present. Especially without technology and other things pulling you away from the present moment. You just lock the fuck into living, bruh. In a way that would be so awesome, but also you read the stories and shit from back then, it's like, god damn. Like when they had to come from across America, or when Columbus came across to America for the first time, you read about the stories and the fucking scurvy and all the bullshit they had to go through to get here, and now we can take like a flight, take like a few hours to get there and back. It's kind of crazy, actually. The fact that we advance so fast, and it hasn't been that much time, really. Hey Siri. I told you she's been a bitch lately. Hey Siri. When did Columbus come to America? Okay, I lied. I lied like a motherfucker. Hold up. What were we talking about? Um, yeah, it really hasn't been that long. It's only been about 5. It's only been about 500 years, I think. If I'm not incorrect. 5. No, it's been about. Wait. Yeah. It's only been about 500 years. That's not that long. That's nothing, really. America's been around for 200. Time's relative. Einstein knew that. And these make you really believe it. It's wild what chemicals can do to alter the mind. Whether it be nicotine or whatever it may be. I'm thinking about getting a pack of cigarettes, but I know I shouldn't. That's the problem. God damn, I want one. Quitting nicotine, hardest thing I've ever done. I used to do pills and shit. I've kept myself away from that for many years now. I've been on the straight and narrow, but nicotine's always been that demon. It's always been that demon. I'm always trying to quit it, but I can never do it. I don't know why. Probably because it's so convincing. It gives you such bad anxiety. You're just like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? I need this, then this happens. And then you just start tweak it out. You're like, God damn. I didn't know I was going to stress out this much. Like, what the fuck? You're like, one little cigarette could fix all of this? Cigarette usually doesn't fix it. You usually gotta, once you've taken a break, oh my God. I've never realized that. Once you take a long break, it takes a long time to get back to your baseline. So you gotta smoke more than you would. That's kind of the trick, I think. Huh. So if you do quit, you're better off just stopping. Because you're gonna end up spending more than you did before. Or you're better off not quitting at all. But I already broke my cigarettes up. God damn it. I broke them up at work. Because I was tired of fucking around. But Theo talks about how he's been trying to quit vaping. And he'll throw his vape away and then go buy a new one 2 hours later. And I do the same goddamn shit. I can't stop myself. They're so good. Not vapes. I don't vape anymore, but cigarettes, pouches. That shit's fire. It feels so good in your brain. Makes your brain just function more smoothly. Like right now, that's why I've been kind of distracted this whole time, because my brain's just all over the place from not having any nicotine. I'm just kind of tweaking out. I got a little nervous. Probably gonna end this thing soon anyway, but I don't want to whisper. What else do we talk about? There's a lot of crazy shit on Twitter. If you ever been on Twitter, then you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's all kinds of shit on there. Porn and fucking... How is that the first thing that came to my mind? I'm gonna look like a fucking junkie now. There's porn, and there's fucking people dying, there's animals dying, and there's memes, and there's business shit. There's fucking smart shit on there. It's like the fucking mecca for everything. Twitter's insane. Just has everything on there. It's fucking blown. Jesus. It's like, I really do need a ciggy though. I don't need it. I don't need it. But they do fucking hit. Not even just cigarettes in general, nicotine itself. But they put a lot of chemicals in there. And that's what is really addicting. Nicotine itself is addicting, but they put a lot of chemicals in there that make it extra addicting. Interesting. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just nervous. I don't like talking while other people are listening. It's weird. Even though people are listening to this, so I don't know. I put a bunch of fucking notes up in my room, like don't fall in the trap and improve. I wrote a bunch of improves, and this says improvement is key. And it says don't be a sheep, you're a wolf. Quit drinking, you're being poisoned. Which I did quit drinking, motherfucker. I've been drinking a little. Well, I had a few beers, but a little bit of alcohol never hurt nobody. It never hurt nobody. Are you telling me it hurt somebody? Little bit. Just a little zip. Goddamn. Fucking tired as hell from the day. I don't know why. Probably 'cause it's Monday. But, what's an interesting thing that happened at work today? There's a guy that came up to me. This guy we'll call Randy. Alright, that's not his name, but this Randall guy, he likes to talk a lot of shit, but he is not really in the game for talking shit, because he's got a big belly on him, and he's kind of dumb, and he looks kind of weird. He talks like a country guy. But this guy comes up to me, and he's like, you're a weirdo. And I'm like, me? Look at that pedophile mustache you had on. Because he was fucking cut his beard off, and he had a pedophile mustache. And then I was like, looks like you got kids in your basement. And I was like, I know your daughter needs friends, but not those friends. And he's like, starts trying to explain to me why he cut his mustache off like that. I'm like, dude, I figured that you did it because you're fucking in the military. He's in the military, but he's fucking huge. Like, he should not be in the military. There's gotta be some kind of requirement. He told me there was, and he meets it, but I don't believe it. Like, to be in the military, especially the U.S. military, you want to be in the best military on planet Earth, you should have to be jacked. You should have to be more jacked than me. I'm not even jacked. I'm tiny. But you should have to be jacked. You should have to be jacked up. You should have... You should be jacked up. You're going to the military. Don't fuck around. Because that's our goddamn military, bruh. You're protecting our goddamn country. You're gonna be... Trust me, I'm not making fun of fat people. It's just, I used to be that way. It doesn't feel good. Especially if you're going to fucking go and shoot some people or something. You gotta go out to war. You're gonna be fat? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But he is a funny guy. But it's been a long day. I'm probably gonna end this shit.